It's important to us, and we know it's important to you, that student and staff safety comes first, which is why we have been working hard to implement very extensive additional safety measures in all our campuses. We've taken lots of practical measures to ensure that our staff and students can return to the college and feel safe, work safe, and are safe.
I'm looking forward to welcoming my students back on campus. It's been a relief to know the college is doing everything it can to get us back teaching face-to-face.
We have spent the period of lockdown reworking our campuses. So here are just some of the measures we've taken to make sure we can return to college in a safe environment. Hello. We're looking forward to seeing you on campus in the new term. Nothing is more important to us than your safety. Whilst the campus has been closed, we've been making changes to create a safe environment following the government's guidelines on practicing social distancing. We want to reassure you that we're taking this very seriously. And for that reason, we've prepared this short film to give you an idea of what to expect when you arrive onto campus. Before you do so, we'd like you to remember two things. Firstly, be smart and stay apart from everyone. Secondly, wash and sanitize your hands regularly. Let's go and have a look at what we've done to help you stick to these new rules. The first thing you'll see as you arrive at our campuses is that we have installed some new signage telling you where to go. Keep an eye out for these signs, as they may be asking you to go to a different entrance other than the one you're used to. The most important thing you must remember from the point you arrive on campus until you leave is to practice social distancing. If you are using on-site parking, please reverse into the parking bay. This will avoid close contact with anyone else parking their vehicle. To limit the number of people entering and exiting the building at the same time, we have changed some entrances into the buildings and staggered timetables. Signs are visible and will tell you where to go. Social distancing rules apply from the moment you arrive. When walking into the campus, keep apart from anyone else you might see. You may be required to queue to enter the building, so if there are people in front of you, keep your distance. Stand back until the way forward is clear, keeping apart from anyone. As soon as you enter the campus, one of the biggest differences you'll notice is the introduction of new traffic control measures. These have been introduced to make sure nobody crosses paths. The arrows on the floor, walls and doors should make it clear where it's safe for you to walk. Every walkway is also marked out clearly with markings to show you how to practice social distancing, and you'll find floor spots to help you queue safely. Keep moving along to avoid others having to wait for you. There's a risk that if you stop moving, it will be more difficult for others to keep apart and maintain the gap behind you. You will be required to wear a face mask whilst moving around the campus. This is to protect yourself and others. We ask that you refrain from talking in high traffic areas where maintaining social distancing is more difficult, such as car doors and doorways. Please don't enter the building where you can see a no entry sign. We know it may take you longer to get around the campus, but this system has been implemented to help you maintain social distancing rules. Please don't be tempted to take a shortcut. Some rooms have been reorganised so you'll always be working a safe distance from anyone else. How this will work will be explained to you in detail during your induction. No matter where you are or what you're doing, you must follow the guidelines we've put in place to keep you safe. Social distancing rules are not just something we have in place while you are moving around the campus. They also apply when you're in the classroom, on a break, passing through the doorways, in the smoking area, or even waiting to go to the toilet. Remember, health and safety is everyone's responsibility, and you will be expected to follow these rules to help keep each of us safe. It will feel strange at first, but you'll soon get used to it, as it's so important to help all of us get back to college safely. The second thing you need to remember is to wash and sanitise your hands regularly. This is the most important thing you can do to reduce the risk of infection and limit the spread of the virus. During your induction, you'll be provided with the appropriate PPE, which you must always keep with you. You must wash your hands or sanitise when you enter the building, before eating, and regularly throughout your time on campus, especially when you come into contact with any hard surfaces that others may have touched, such as doors and railings or vending machines. When you sit down at your desk or arrive at a workstation, the first thing you need to do is to sanitise the area and any equipment using the wipes provided. To look out for each other, we also need you to wipe down the area before you leave. For example, if you're working at a computer, this would be wiping down the screen, the mouse, the keyboard, and even the surface around you. If you're in a workshop, you should wipe down any equipment you have used with a sanitising wipe before and after use. Assume anything you'll come into contact with will need wiping down before and after use. Don't forget to sanitise your hands with gel afterwards. When you're leaving the building, make sure that you always follow the arrows telling you which direction it is safe for you to walk, and practice social distancing. If you've travelled by car, sanitise your hands as soon as you get into your vehicle. You may notice other changes in the way we asked you to work whilst on the campus. We can't go through every scenario in this film, but if you follow the guidelines we've put in place and remember the 2 safety rules. Be smart and stay apart from everyone. Wash and sanitise your hands regularly. You will minimise the risks to yourself and others. Remember, all of these new processes have been implemented to keep us all safe while we are in college. Thank you for your support in doing this. I cannot emphasise enough, the safety of our staff and students is the most important thing to us. For students, if you have any further questions, your tutor will be able to help you during your induction. For staff, if you have a suggestion or a safety concern, please raise them with your line manager or your head of school. For further information and advice, please visit our website at www.serc.ac.uk.